it would be really nice if you have a row at your back where all your chief research team, if they can be highlighted to the audience. This is because such a big media interaction session, the investors will be so proud to see the bunch of leaders that you have, apart from the board, who are obviously representing in board meetings and everything. I think you understood what I was trying to convey, of just a single line of 10 to 12 leaders who may have won awards from you and everything. They will also feel proud to represent Biocon at an investors AGM actually. So, and moving on to more points. I have brought this up in most of the AGMs also, like, why don't you develop a mobile application for investors where majority of our investors nowadays actually have smartphones in their hand. When they are coming to the AGM, before the AGM or after the AGM, if they are just swiping their mobile app to get more information about investors, this is becoming a trend, if I should say, in the US. Out of the nearly 100 to 150 listed companies, the big listed companies in NYSE, GE is having such a wonderful mobile app. I think you would have got my point. But I don't know who is going to be the first in India. I've already highlighted this to 2 companies in Bangalore. So why don't you be the first? Biocon, I don't want an IT company to start first. I want a mobile app starting from a pharma company. So you set the trend for an IT company. Oh, a pharma company has started a mobile app. So why not me as an IT company develop a mobile app of my own? Please set that as a trend. So it will be really informative. Investors, maybe they will not be looking at your face, they will be looking at the Android app when they are sitting in the AGM. But it will be good if they also see the information and get to know more of it actually. So, and one more point to highlight, in fact today also it has happened, I don't really know why is that happening, but it's not just generally, specifically with me. Generally I want to highlight this again and again. I actually have 3 demat accounts. 3 demat accounts with 3 holdings actually. SEBI allows it. Everyone ends up asking me, questioning me, why are you holding 3 demat accounts? I have different reasons, personal reasons for it. But when it comes to me registering at the AGMs, not just here, with most other AGMs, they register only 2, but don't register the 3rd. Or when they are registering the 3rd, they say that there is a number 1006 which is registered. But the 3rd registration, I don't have the 3rd form for the 3rd registration also. You would rather receive 3 votes of mine if I'm able to see the 3 forms received. So I'm not talking specifically about my case. Let me talk generally. When I'm registering, you have my mobile number registered, talk to your registrar, get the registration process streamlined in a better way, where the registrar will send me an SMS automatically. I think probably Company Law Board has not mandated this. Maybe in another 2-3 years time, I represent a CA firm. I'm going to push this forward as a suggestion to the SEBI and everything and all. Responsible companies like you, Infosys, Wipro have to do it. That they have to pass on suggestions to SEBI in the interest of investors, that when we register, we are the investor who are registering at the AGM. We are receiving the and we have got an SMS that we have attended the AGM actually, or even if there is a proxy, there is no dummy proxy who is registering actually. And here I don't see that they are not even verifying my signature. Frankly, to tell you, I put a dummy signature and they did not verify it. So I later on said I will put the proper signature, and in my form, if you verify, I have 2 signatures put one below the other. So I started on a lighter note, but these are important notes which has to be taken care of in the long run, that AGMs are investor-oriented AGMs. There are no strangers coming in, and if there is an investor registry, give them a tag that he is the investor. Maybe he will be proud to wear it when he is coming in and going out, maybe a tag or a band to show that yes, he is the registered investor or he is the registered proxy. And when he is coming in, there will be 100 tags inside sitting here, apart from the real person sitting. So sorry that I'm taking much of your time with 5-6 queries, but just 2 more points if you don't mind. Sorry. Coming to the research, or if you want, would you want to answer the first questions? Or?
Well, all I can say is that thank you for pointing out about the women directorship. I think what is important is, in our case, the company was started by me, so we had that benefit.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Secondly, I think, of course, if you have been a company that, I mean, my whole mission and purpose of starting Biocon was to encourage women and professional women to enter our company. In terms of leadership teams, as you know, we will take on board your suggestions, and we will certainly try and see what we can do at the next AGM to do that. I think it's a very good idea to allow some of our leadership team to at least be presented to the shareholders. And mobile apps, of course, I've heard this suggestion before, I think from you also, and I think it's a good idea. And maybe this demat account can be solved by that mobile
app, where they can see the registration details. I have two more points related to that if you can take your time. In the women directors also, again, what I see is like you are the only Indian women director. Why don't you have one more Indian women director on the board? We are proud to see two. Thank you and congratulations for it. Apart from you, I want to see one more so that in the long run we'll have a bigger leadership. And one more last point is when it comes to your products, everything is post-medication oriented. But most, I don't know if I have not heard of anything.
I think somebody raised this, I think Mr. Sadanand Shastri raised it. He's saying, he's very alarmed at the rise in diabetes and diabetics in the world. I want to tell you that Biocon itself has a very strong diabetes awareness program where we're actually trying to tell people, please look after your health. You should not get diabetes. So we have a program where we're educating people, even doctors to how to counsel their patients. We have a program called Abide, a Biocon initiative on diabetes education. So we are doing a lot of this. In fact, through our CSR also, we are conducting a large number of diabetes camps and educating people about how people will get diabetes if they don't watch out for their lifestyle habits.
But what I had as a point there was, apart from the research, which I really love it, I am able to get myself assessed. Means there are big responsible companies who are actually developing products for the direct FMCG market. Even if you have not done it now, why don't you start off sometime sooner or later for a pre-medication?
Right now we need to focus on building this company. When we become a huge company, you can think of diversity.
Like maybe GSK having a calcium sandoz for calcium, bone health and everything. So have some tablets which are for diabetic health or for general health of a person, which will prevent diabetes or reduce the incidence of diabetes in some way. You can start the research if not now in 1 or 2 years.
We were in discussion to partner with various food companies to make low sugar products.
MTR or
But the point is, I think as a company we still need to really focus on making sure that we actually deliver on all that we are trying to do.
Thank you. Anyway, I have 2-3 more points. I'll come back with that next year. It's not really short. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon, my name is Dr. Patna Subramanian. I work at the President in Bangalore School.